welcome to your general tarot reading for this time frame, and of course any other time that you're guided to watch, as the intention of my messages is always to be timeless. This reading is for all Virgo placements, but if for some reason this reading doesn't resonate for you, please don't forget to check out your other placements. And also keep in mind that this is a general reading, so not everything will resonate, so please only take what does and leave what doesn't. And if you ever want to get a reading with me, all of my information is in the description box below. You can book a reading straight through my Etsy shop. But without further ado, let's get started on your reading. So first, I want to start by pulling an oracle card from the Sufi Wisdom Oracle to get an update of where you currently are at. We got two cards coming out for you guys. Self-creation, be the author of your own life. Free will, get out of your cocoon. Bottom of the deck is do not be frustrated, let go and feel peaceful. Okay, Virgo, I'm feeling a lot of mental anguish in your guys' energy. It feels like you've definitely have been having a lot of chatter in the mind, and just not feeling peaceful at all. It feels like you've been holding to a lot of frustrations that don't allow you to just be free, feel free within yourself. With self-creation, be the author of your own life. There could be like expectations of you that you feel like you're not meeting for other people, limitations that have been placed on you by other people, because with be the author of your own life, I feel like it's coming through as an affirmation that you can control your own life. You don't have to live by other people's expectations, okay? Whether that's job, family, friends, relationships, whatever that means for you. And then with free will, get out of your cocoon. Yeah, it could be that you've been living in this cocoon because it's comfortable, right? And you have free will. You have the choice to step out of that cocoon and do things differently and be the author of your own life. And it could feel that you're even frustrated with the fact that you feel stuck here, that you're listening to other people's expectations, for example, but you are realizing that if you want to come out of your shell and live by your own means, you definitely can. Okay, so we'll get a little bit deeper here with the tarot, and I'll put these over here to the left for reference throughout the reading. So as always, I'm going to tap into what's at your center, what's crossing you, what's crowning you, what's rooting you, your recent past, and what you need to know. So at your center, we have the Page of Cups, crossing that is the Three of Cups, crowning that is the Queen of Cups. All right, a lot of cups. You could have strong water in your chart. Rooting this is the Three of Coins. Recent past is the Ten of Cups. What you need to know is the Five of Wands. Bottom of the deck is the Eight of Swords. Yeah, see, that's what I was feeling, that mental anguish, like that frustration. But again, with the Eight of Swords, this is a mental illusion, a mental entrapment created by the mind. It's not real. You can step out of this if you want to. You can get out of that cocoon if you want to, but something keeps you stuck there. You could be an air sign also. It doesn't have to be the case, of course, but I feel like your own fears and limitations are holding you back in some way. And it could also be fear of what other people are going to say. Again, if you do feel like you have a lot of people expecting certain things of you, which I kind of do feel with the Ten of Cups and the Three of Cups, it feels like family and friends here have certain expectations for you. But you don't want that. You want more for yourself. You want things differently. And it feels like if you ask for more, you want more, you're met with chaos, you're met with conflict, and that could be what keeps you stuck here. But I do feel like with be the author of your own life, again, it's coming as an affirmation that you need to do your own thing. You shouldn't be holding yourself back based on what other people are thinking or doing. I do want to read from the guidebook for this self-creation. I'm being strongly guided to do so. So let me go ahead and do that. Okay, it says, I am not who is weak against the turn of destiny. I will undo the wheel of heaven if it turns against my wish. There are things in life that are in our control and those which are not. Inner peace and outer effectiveness come to those who can distinguish between the two. When we feel weak in the face of that which we can change, we fall short of our dreams. By realizing we can adjust ourselves to what happens to us in life, we can take charge of determining our own response to our reality in a creative way. Hafiz's compassionate guidance tells you not to dwell on the past or worry about the future. Being the author of your life means concentrating on the present moment. You can change your perception. You can do something different. Try learning a new skill instead of following a routine. This means setting aside how you think things should be, for it is not helpful to focus on what might have been if things were different. Dear one, do not be overly attached to things you cannot change. Focusing on the paths of others does not bring you the inner peace of personal accomplishment. Touch the creative spark within you and feel how renewing it is to connect with your inner innocence and purity. By trusting the flow, you will be able to envision new possibilities and create a world of your own. Let the universal energy guide you toward a creative power you may never have imagined you could share. The mantra is, I am determined to adjust myself to what is not in my control and change what I am able to change to create my desired life. Yeah, with that wheel, we did have the Wheel of Fortune right underneath that. So there could be some changes that recently happened that were against what you wanted, but you realized that, things didn't go a certain way and it feels like you got stuck in your mind about it. But this again is coming as a reminder that you have control to do it differently. You don't have to feel stuck or feel weak in the face of change or in the face of danger. Okay, and then there was also this message of comparing yourself to other people, which could also be what's coming through here with the Three of Cups and the Ten of Cups. Maybe you are kind of being hard on yourself because you don't have what other people have, especially if you're at a certain age and you see people like settling down, having families, for example, or just being in a relationship. You could be placing a lot of pressure on yourself for that. And it feels like you're meant to go on your own path and be different. And there could be a lot of frustrations on that as well. So this again is coming through as a reminder to trust the process, trust your individual path, and not compare yourself to others. Okay, so at the center of this, we have the Page of Cups. So I do feel like you're a little bit shy in nature. It's like you're trying to trust your heart more, but it could feel a little bit uncomfortable. It's like if you're not so much in your emotional space, this is new for you. Okay, and I do feel like with the Queen of Cups crowning that, it's like you're wanting to be more emotionally connected within yourself. And with the Page of Cups, it feels like you're starting fresh, you're starting new. Maybe something in the past happened that broke your heart and caused you to be a little bit more reserved with your emotions. But I do feel like you're trying to be more emotionally open, even though it's a little bit hard. And then we have the Three of Cups crossing this. So I do feel like friendships are clashing here. Again, whether friendships are expecting certain things from you, certain behaviors from you, or you're comparing yourself with these friends. So take that as it resonates for you. And then crowning this, like I was saying with the Queen of Cups, I feel like you're trying to be more in touch with your emotions, make more emotional decisions, and not be so stuck in the mind space, but rather more in the heart space and finding balance with that. Because again, maybe in the past you were more emotional and then people take advantage of that. So I feel like with the Queen of Cups, you're trying to find balance in your emotional space, cater to yourself more, practice more self-love, self-care rituals, for example, right? With self-creation also, I feel like self-creation is very much giving me Queen of Cups energy where, she follows her heart, she does what she loves, she creates from the heart, and I feel like that's what you're trying to do. And then rooting this, we have the Three of Coins, the Three of Pentacles. So yeah, I feel like you're trying to work on this. You're trying to make things work. You're trying to find people also that resonate with you. And I feel like the more that you tap into your authentic energy, the more you're going to naturally attract people who are going to support you rather than go against you. Recent past, we have the Ten of Cups. So yeah, you could have recently gone to a wedding, for example, or like a friend recently had children or something like that, and that made you start questioning your own life. Maybe that's what made you start comparing yourself to people, or you even went to like a wedding or a baby shower, for example, and then someone made a comment like, oh, when is it going to be your turn? Something like that happened where I feel like this Ten of Cups almost left a bad taste in your mouth. It's kind of what I'm feeling here with all this do not be frustrated. It could be like the family expectations being set on you, the pressures of that is getting to you. And I feel like that's where a lot of the frustration is coming from, because you're meant to do things differently. Just because your timeline is different doesn't mean that you should be judged for it. And then what you need to know is the Five of Wands. Yeah, exactly. There's this like chaotic energy around you. And I feel like this is almost a preparation for you to be prepared for people to kind of have all these opinions and create chaos in your life just by like a lot of mental chatter, fighting, arguments, things of that nature. So definitely keep an eye open for that, because I feel like this Ten of Cups, Three of Cups is like the source of this Five of Wands. But we will pull one more card for each card to get a little bit deeper here. All right, so for the Page of Cups, we have Judgment. Yeah, exactly. For the Three of Cups, we have the Six of Swords, Queen of Cups, Two of Swords. Rooting this is the Ace of Cups. Okay, a lot is coming out here. Hold on. I will show you everything just for reference. But we have Six of Coins with the Ace of Wands wanting to come out for the Ten of Cups here. Ten of Swords and the Devil. Yeah, exactly. Like, I do feel like there was pain, betrayal, backstabbing of some sort when it comes to this Ten of Cups. That's how I felt like there was a bad taste in your mouth. I'll just leave it there. It feels right to leave it there. Okay, and then what you need to know, whoa, Knight of Wands with the Two of Cups. Interesting. Bottom of the deck is the Five of Cups. Okay, yeah, again, there's been some sadness, there's been some pain and sorrow needed to let go. Oh my gosh, I just got a download. I feel like some of you were in love with someone and this person got married to someone else. They started a family with someone else, and I think that's what you're trying to get over. And that's why you felt frustrated, and that's why there's this energy of needing to let go and feel peaceful, because that didn't work out for a reason. Your person is out there with the Two of Cups. You may not see that right now, because I feel like during this period of transition of getting your heart broken and seeing someone happy with someone else, you're meant to step into your own power with self-creation and free will. Get out of your cocoon. If you had gotten into a relationship with that person, I feel like you would have just been trapped. You wouldn't have been able to recognize your power, tap into your full potential, and that's the blessing in disguise. And you have to look at it that way instead of feeling this anguish, this pain, because it was a blessing in disguise. Okay, and I think that's why your energy is in the Page of Cups. Like I was saying, it's like you got your heart broken, and for the first time after a while, you're trying to open up your heart again, as hard as it may be. Okay, yeah, with Judgment, some harsh truth happened, some awakening occurred. And I feel like it was that, like you realized that what you wanted, what you were dreaming for and yearning for wasn't meant for you. And you realized that, and it was a very hard pill to swallow, but it's what needed to happen. Okay, and this Judgment also started the journey for you to start learning about yourself emotionally and to start tapping into that naivety energy of like this childhood innocence almost of the Page of Cups. You know, because I feel like you would have skipped some hurdles had you gotten into a relationship with this person. You wouldn't have the space that you have right now to get to know yourself emotionally, because it feels like that was really suppressed and it needed to happen. It's like you needed to have this heartbreak to bring that out of you. It like needed to be triggered in you. So I do feel like with the Judgment, it was very difficult, but it needed to happen. Okay, crossing that, we have the Three of Cups with the Six of Swords. Yeah, exactly. You could have been cheated on, is kind of what I'm feeling on with this Three of Cups. There could have been some betrayal of sorts. And it doesn't have to be like full on like a betrayal of cheating. It could just simply be that like as soon as you broke up with this person, as soon as you called it off with this person, they found someone right away and they moved on quickly, and you were kind of stuck, not ready to move on because the wound was still very fresh. But it feels like this other person moved on very quickly and you didn't. But again, it was a challenge for you. It was necessary for you. It was like part of your own spiritual growth. And that's what that Wheel of Fortune was about too. It's like it was saying, right, when a certain change happens that you weren't expecting, you have to kind of just roll with the punches. And I feel like that's what this was. It's like that was your Wheel of Fortune. There is a sudden change that just changed the entire trajectory of your life. But it was for a reason, Virgo. So just know that in your heart. Okay, because if you would have gone down this path with this person, it wouldn't be in alignment with you. You would have been met with other chaos, other troubles, other challenges. Okay, crowning this is the Queen of Cups with the Two of Swords. So yeah, exactly. It's like you're caught between these two worlds of wanting to tap more into this feminine, sensitive nature, regardless of gender. With the Two of Swords, it's like you're going back and forth. You're like, I want to be more emotionally open, emotionally available, but I'm also still a little bit hurt, so I'm going to guard myself. I'm going to go back to thinking logically and rationally because that's what protects me. So I do feel like you're caught between those energies of wanting to be more heart-centered and also being mind-centered. And I do feel like you're stuck at a crossroads here. It's quite confusing. In your heart, you know the truth, though. With this Ace of Cups over here, like in your heart, you know what you should do and what feels right. But with the Two of Swords, you can't help it, especially if this wound is fresh. You're still going to be a little bit more guarded in nature. So that makes a lot of sense. And I also feel like you opened your heart to this person too. And that's what I was feeling. It's like you may have opened your heart to someone and then got really hurt that it made you close up. And that's kind of what I feel here with this Queen of Cups. It's like your heart was open. You were there for this person. But deep down inside, you knew that you were not getting the same in return. And it was a truth you needed to face. It was a harsh truth that you needed to face, that you were in denial for some time. And the only times that you're ever confused or in denial is when you're simply ignoring your intuition. It's as simple as that, because your intuition is strong with this Queen of Cups. But when you like aren't ready to accept your intuition because maybe you don't like the truth of your intuition, that's the only time you feel confused. It's because you're wanting a different answer, but your intuition's always giving you the right answer, so just trust it. So reading this, we have the Three of Coins with the Ace of Cups. Beautiful. Like I was saying with the Three of Coins, it's like the more you tap into your authentic energy and the more you let go of what no longer serves you, the more you're going to attract people into your life that are going to be on the same page as you. And for a lot of you, this feels romantic with this Ace of Cups. Okay, the more you're just like doing your own thing here, doing what you love, working on the things you love, working on yourself, this Ace of Cups is naturally being drawn to you. It's already coming towards you if it hasn't already. I definitely feel like it's coming towards you though with this Two of Cups over here, and quicker than you'd think also. So the quicker you let go of this past heartbreak, this past pain, the quicker you're able to manifest this true love into your life, this new love into your life that is going to work with you, that is going to collaborate with you, someone who does the effort, makes the effort to make you happy. This is someone who will do what they say and say what they do. Okay, and then in the recent past, this is where the energy is dark with the Devil, the Ten of Swords, the Ace of Wands, the Six of Coins, the Ten of Cups. Yeah, like I'm saying, for a lot of you, it feels like this person met someone else. They had a family with someone else. They married someone else. Like, you know, I'm kind of getting the energy of like, this person could have said like, they don't believe in marriage and then they end up getting married. Like, it was a betrayal as harsh as that. Like, it just really, really hurt you. But with the Devil and the Ten of Swords here, I feel like this person has always hurt you in some way. Okay, I feel like they're coming through as a double here. Like they were going to hurt you eventually. And if they kept hurting you and triggering you, that was a red flag for you to end things with this person. But maybe you were in denial about it because with the Ace of Wands, the sex could have been really good. For example, it was exciting. It was thrilling. You know how some people actually find like those toxic connections exciting and alluring? That's obviously coming from a wound. But, you know, if you haven't healed from that, it makes sense that you found this connection enticing. But in time, with the Six of Coins, you realize that this person was breadcrumbing you. They weren't giving you what you deserved. They only came to you when they wanted something, and when they got what they wanted, they would leave. So it was very like inconsistent, very back and forth that way, where they just kind of were a little bit selfish. Not a little bit, a lot of selfish. Okay, and this person hasn't changed, and they're not going to change anytime soon. So whoever they married or had a child with, they're going to go down their own karmic wheel and deal with their own shit. And that's why you got pulled out of that, because it wasn't meant for you. You would have been going down this toxic cycle with this person. And that's why this message, let go and feel peaceful, is coming through. Because if you had stayed with this person, your life would have not been peaceful. Your spirit team had your back and removed you from the situation so that you could have a peaceful life. So you have to look at it that way in terms of distress. in sorrow and heartbreak. It's like, no, this was a blessing in disguise. They got you out before it got worse. You dodged a bullet, basically, is what it feels like here. All right, so what you need to know, we have the Five of Wands, the Two of Cups, and the Knight of Wands. Yeah, like I was saying with the Five of Wands, this is where that chaos is coming from, and that's what I was saying, to prepare yourself, because I feel like that's the chaos you escaped. Okay, you may deal with it in some way if this person is like in your friend group or friend circle, or they, like, I don't know, married your best friend, for example. I do feel like there is going to still be some chaotic energy luring around you, so do keep that in mind. With the Two of Cups and the Knight of Wands, I feel like you're going to meet someone and it's going to be very unexpectedly. This person's going to come in really hot out of nowhere, and it's going to be very shocking, but also very exciting. Even with the Knight of Wands, I feel like you may meet someone when you least expect it, because it almost feels like this person is a rebound kind of, but they end up being more than that with the Two of Cups. Okay, or you guys just end up hitting it off really well and just enjoy having each other's connection. With the Knight of Wands, definitely take it lightheartedly though, especially because you're still healing from this past energy, so you don't want to jump into something too quickly. But I do feel like you're going to have an exciting, passionate adventure with someone that will eventually lead to something a little bit deeper though, with the Two of Cups. Okay, but definitely be mindful of that. If it feels like it's fleeting, then it's fleeting. But if it feels right, then it feels right. So you're going to have to really trust your intuition on that. But overall, I feel like your days of dealing with shady people are coming to an end, and I do feel like a Two of Cups is being manifested into your life, because we did have the Ace of Cups with the Three of Coins. So I feel like you may see this person, this Knight of Wands, like this may be someone that you're not used to. Like maybe you don't really go for this type of person. Maybe they're a little bit like reckless in nature, but something about you and this person find a deep connection, a deep bond, that it's going to blossom into something more. And you're going to realize, like I was saying, this person does what they say and they say what they do. And I feel like that's going to be enough for you to see that this person does mean well, even if they are a little bit like chaotic in nature. But I feel like you might need someone like that to be a little bit more fun and exciting, rather than like dealing with this toxic energy. All right, Virgos, so that is what I have for you guys with the tarot. So let's go ahead and move on to your oracle cards. So this is the Transformation Tree Oracle. Okay, we got Spiritual Warrior for you guys. And we have the Monkey Puzzle. Araucaria is the name of the tree. Okay, so that's what this looks like. It's like a cactus looking tree. Okay, it says, Araucaria auracana is a powerful and noble spiritual being. It will help you remember ancient ways of being in harmony with life. It is a serious healer and awakener that commands your full attention. The younger trees are full of warrior energy, alert and sharp, restless and mighty. These trees emit a power almost like steam. If you find a mature monkey puzzle, you are meeting a generous and benevolent master with energy transmissions that are outside of contemporary life. This riveting energy pulls you into a more heightened focus and clears your vision, both your inner and physical vision. As your vision is cleared, your humanity is awakened so that you embody and transmit a more conscious way of being. Choosing Monkey Puzzle, you are advised to attune to a greater vibration to uplift and clear your life vision, and to bring this elevated vibration into your relationships and life tasks. This is a serious mission. It is a path of the spiritual warrior. Yeah, exactly. And I feel like that's why this energy was very heavy. And that's kind of what I was feeling, that you may have compared yourself to others. You may have been feeling like you're the victim, but you're not. You're the spiritual warrior. The reason for this challenging situation, it's because you were meant to learn and grow and evolve from it. So don't look at yourself as a victim here, but rather a spiritual warrior who survived this kind of energy. All right, so let's get your final message from the Lenormand deck. Okay, that was fast. I think this is Clouds, number 6, and then we have Fish at the bottom of the deck. I'm still learning this deck, so I will be reading from the book. Let's see, for number 6, we have, Clouds. Okay. I am dark on one side and light on the other. Conflicts and doubts I am sure to bring. You will not be able to see clearly. I will block your perception and let confusion reign. One thing I promise for sure is that I will pass, because the sun always shines after the storm has passed. A card symbolizing foreboding and change. The negative or positive influence is expressed by the direction the dark aspect of the cloud faces. And it's facing over here. Like I was saying, the ascending birds on the right-hand side of the card and the glorious breakthrough of the sun promise liberation from uncertainty. This card can also warn of the obscuring of a truth. There is a lack of clarity with regards to a situation, something that needs to be revealed. A revelation may be in the offing. The darker aspects of the card are to be found in the lower left, where we see the lightning strike the tree of the previous card. This image reflects uncertainty and confusion. In some systems of Lenormand reading, the bright and dark edges of this card are used to tell us if the confusion is before us or behind us. In the Reverie, we are also able to tell if it is above or below us. This is particularly useful in Grand Tableau reading, where we are looking at diagonals, a more advanced means of reading. So yeah, exactly. I feel like the storm has passed or is passing, Virgo, because I feel like this is your storm. Okay, you're moving forward and you're getting out of this darkness, and just know that you are the spiritual warrior and you made it through. You survived, and you should give yourself the credit for that. All right, Virgo, so that is what I have for you during this time frame. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and hit that notification bell button so you receive notifications when I post again. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in your next reading. Bye.